Bucket list 2 of 30 complete. Houston, H-Town, you treated me well. But in this video, I just want to talk about my time in Houston, what great time I had with my wife, and my experience fulfilling another one of my bucket list. So of course we know Houston is a city of its own culture, man. It's a great city. It's the largest city in Texas. It's the third largest city in the United States. And it definitely lets you know all around that it's Houston. It doesn't hesitate in letting you know you are in the space city. So the first stop on this 4-hour drive was of course Buc-ee's. You cannot go anywhere in Texas without going to Buc-ee's, man. It's only right. You gotta stop at Buc-ee's, whether it's Ennis, whether it's Denton, whether it's Madisonville. Hell, it's Buc-ee's all over Texas. I don't know if it's Buc-ee's in other states as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. I guess I'll look it up after this video, post it right there, because I don't know if it's Buc-ee's anywhere else. But I know here in Texas, when you see a Buc-ee's, you gotta stop and go. You gotta get you a brisket sandwich. You gotta get you a fried chicken sandwich. You gotta get you some dessert. You gotta get you some drinks. And you also gotta use the restroom. That's just how it is when you're on these trips, man. Now, the first stop in Houston was, of course, Lotus. That was the first place we went after we went to our room, chilled a bit, drank a bit, got a little Snoop Dogg on, if you know what I'm saying. The best place that I knew, or the best place that I heard that gives you good portions and great price, is Lotus. So we had to see what that was about. And as soon as I walked in, just like I said earlier, Lotus showed you that you are in Houston. It had a poster of Houston. It had a poster of DJ Screw. It just let you know that you were in H-Town. The lines weren't that long. We didn't do a to-go order or anything. We just walked in, waited our turn. We were like, what, maybe 3 or 4 people ahead of us, but me and my wife, we just chilled it out. I forgot what it was, but of course it's on the screen for you to see. So all together we spent a little under $50, which isn't bad. I'll take that any day, because anytime I go out of town, I just assume I'm gonna spend $50 per dish. So to spend $50 for 2 good meals, which is probably even the best seafood I've ever had. I'm not trying to put them on a pedestal or nothing, but I'm gonna say that meal was the best I ever had as far as seafood goes. Like the rice, it had the crawfish up in there. It had the nice, I don't know if it was cream of chicken or cream of, I don't know what the hell that was, but that shit was good. So of course, we get back to our hotel, right? Tell me why. I walk outside the room, and lo and behold, it's right there in front of us, y'all. First thing I did was smell. I said, damn. I told my wife, I said, man, look, do you smell this? She was in the room. She didn't smell it. But as soon as she walked outside, it hit her nose like Mr. Krabs. She was like, ooh, I smelled that. So literally it being right in front of our room, we just walked around in this nice food truck with neon lights all on it. She ended up getting the Berea tacos. Hell, I forgot what I got already. Dang, what did I get? That's crazy. Well, that's beside the point. That night, we got stuffed. I'm talking about seafood and then Mexican food the same night within 2 hours of each other. I woke up with my stomach so tight that next morning. Which does bring us to the next morning. So of course we do what we do. We wake up around 8 o'clock, I want to say, 7:30. We go make us a little breakfast before we actually go get the main breakfast. Now, this hotel wasn't the best. Their continental breakfast wasn't the best, but we did what we had. So I got a little snack, some muffin here, apple juice there. Went back to the room, chilled before we headed out to the Breakfast Club, which once again leads me to say Houston has paintings and murals all over the place, man, and it's beautiful. Houston really is a beautiful city with great paintings, great monuments, great statues, just everything once again to say, hey, you're in Houston, you're here, and you're about to have a good time. The Breakfast Club had a dang, what is it called? With the presidents, it's a Mount Everest. Hell no, it ain't no damn Mount Everest. I always say it too, but with the 4 presidents on there, right? It had W.E.B. Du Bois, Booker T. Washington, Martin Luther King, I want to say, and another gentleman that I didn't recognize, so I need to do my due diligence. and search him up. But as you can see, as I'm playing the video, it was hella dope. Thank God we ordered early, because as you can see, that line, and I think the line is usually like this, is long. Maybe it's only like this on the weekends. We did go early Sunday morning. I think they opened at like 9 or no, they opened hella early, but we ordered it when we got to the hotel, and it wasn't ready until like 10:50 or so. So we literally had to wait maybe an hour just for the food to be prepped, which, as you can see, based on this line, it was well worth it, because I think the wait time had to be at least 2 hours. And I don't think waiting 2 hours for food, unless you just like a food content creator, or you just came to Houston specifically for that spot, then it's not really worth it to me. But other than that, the food was bussin'. The food, I had chicken and waffles, and my wife had the pancakes, which were huge as hell. But that food had us stuffed. We ate half, had to save the rest for later. It was so good. And of course, now this takes us to the game, man. After all that food, after stuffing my damn stomach, we walked to this 12 o'clock kickoff game. Actually, let me rewind a little bit. We get the food at 10:50, we eat. We don't pull up to the game. Well, we walk there because our hotel is like a 10-minute walk. We took off around halftime, and it was a good, decent walk. People talk about humidity in Houston. I really didn't feel that at all. Obviously, I'm from North Texas, so heat is heat in my opinion. But those that feel the humidity, I feel bad for y'all, because to me, it's just heat. As you can see, this is also the shirt that I wore, the sweater, which, why the hell did I wear a sweater? I definitely set myself up for failure with that one. Getting to the stadium, I did notice one thing, because I have already been to one stadium, which was the Cowboy Stadium. The outside of Cowboy Stadium, it's a lot more TVs, it's a lot more food trucks, it's a lot more kind of people just hanging outside and not even inside the stadium. They just buy tickets and watch the game outside. I'll never understand that. At least from the side that we entered through, that's the energy it gave me. I didn't see any screens or anything outside that let me know people watch the game outside. A random thing, when me and my wife were shopping for this gear, man, we went to Ross. Let me put y'all on game. If you looking for some gear and you're around that stadium, go to the Ross or Marshalls. Do not go to Dick's. Pause. Do not go to any sporting good place that's gonna overcharge you for the. Come on, man, look at this, $15. I'm swagged up, bro. But why the hell is it more Cowboys gear than Texans gear? Like, literally, we went to the Ross right down the road from the NRG Stadium, and it was way more Cowboy stuff everywhere. I'm talking boom, 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 boom. God damn. We had to go to Kroger, because usually, Kroger got their little sports section where you can buy a little shirt, a little jersey and stuff. Hell, they didn't have nothing. We had to go to another Ross, Marshalls, all that, where my wife ended up finding a little clean ass jersey, little Oilers jersey. That hoe was nice. But when we actually got inside the stadium, it was nice, man. It just reminded me of the Cowboy Stadium, in all honesty. And I'm gonna keep going back to the Cowboy Stadium, because that's all I know. It's NRG Stadium, so it's a closed dome, retractable roof. The roof was closed at the time, so we didn't get any sunlight. I guess they didn't want to be hot as hell in there. But it was nice. The lines weren't long, as all stadiums are. The walking lanes were horrible, man. Stadiums need to figure out walking lanes for people standing to get drinks and items and shit like that, versus people just walking to get from A to B. We need like some yellow tapes and some painted tapes and shit like that. That would definitely help. But the energy of the stadium was great. Me and my wife, we had great seats on the first level. The fans were great. They have great, what they say, H-Town, first down. They do all this crazy, cool stuff. Which I felt like I was a Texan. Wherever I go, I'm going to do as the Romans do. Wherever me and my wife go next, we going to get the gear. We going to do as they do. I'm not going to be a Cowboys fan. I'm not going to be a Colts fan. I'm going to be a fan of where I'm at, because that's how you have the most fun. After the game, me and my wife went downtown. We painted the town red. We stopped at one of my old jobs, which, yes, I did used to live in Houston. I used to work at the Domino's downtown, delivering pizza on a fucking bike, which it doesn't sound like a good job, but it's actually one of the best jobs I had as far as experience and scenery goes. But yes, me and my wife, we went downtown, we walked, we passed George R. Brown, which once again showing that you are in Houston with this beautiful scenery of a damn astronaut in space, you know, with the sign Houston. The park was beautiful. At that time, they were having a pumpkin patch, I assume. As you can see the ducks and all the Ferris wheel, not the Ferris wheel, but the merry-go-round right there. It's very dope. It just looked very nice that night, man. You could hear the music from up top of the Marriott just playing. It was a vibe. After that, me and my wife walked to a sports bar named Tom's. So that was fun. They had music going, the vibes were going. My stomach was still tight from all that liquor and food I had consumed, so we just got some tater tots, 2 lemon drops, called it a night while we just vibed out a little bit before we went home and called it a night. And that Monday morning, we actually found ourselves going to Trill Burger. So shout out to Bun B. Trill Burger has a very unique taste to it, man. I've never had I guess I wouldn't even call it like a burger. I would call it more like a steak burger, because they were real thin, but they were good. No complaints from me at all. Like, I loved it. But hey, that was my time in Houston. If you've been to any place that I mentioned, tell me what you think about it. Tell me what place I could have substituted. Am I boosting Lotus? Tell me how y'all go on trips and vacations. I just want to know everything. And if you like this video, please do what you can to support. That's a like, that's a comment, that's a share. Go follow my other page as well. That's Horrible Pixel Forever on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch on there as well. That's Horrible Pixel, y'all. So other than that, have a blessed day. That was me and my wife's time in Houston. Peace.